ever thought about whether sitting in a sauna could actually help you build muscle? I know, it sounds kinda out there. Most people think saunas are just for unwinding, sweating out a rough weekend, or maybe something you do at a fancy spa. But what if I told you that heat could actually play a role in muscle recovery, growth, and overall performance? Sounds wild, but hear me out, because the science behind it is pretty insane. And let's be real, if there's something that can help you train harder, recover faster, and feel better without requiring extra effort, why wouldn't you at least give it a shot? This isn't some gimmick or magic hack. It's about understanding how your body responds to heat and using it to your advantage. See, when we think about muscle building, we focus on lifting heavy, eating protein, and getting enough sleep. And yeah, those are the non-negotiables. Without those, nothing else really matters. But what if I told you there's more to the equation? There are tools out there that can speed up your recovery, make your training more effective, and help you perform at a higher level without requiring more work in the gym and saunas. They're one of the most overlooked tools in that category. Most people just don't think of heat as something that affects muscle growth. It's not as flashy as a new supplement or a new training program, so it flies under the radar. But when you start to understand how heat triggers specific physiological responses in your body, that's when things get interesting. It's not just about feeling warm and relaxed, it's about forcing your body to adapt in ways that improve recovery, endurance, and even muscle growth. And when you stack that on top of proper training and nutrition, you're setting yourself up for faster progress, fewer setbacks, and better overall results. Now, don't get it twisted. Just sitting in a sauna isn't going to magically pack on muscle. If that were the case, we'd all just swap our workout sessions for sauna sessions and call it a day. But the heat exposure and what it does to your body can play a huge role in helping you recover faster, reduce soreness, and even improve muscle growth over time. Think about it like this. If you could cut your post-leg day soreness in half, wouldn't you be able to train harder, sooner, and with more intensity? That's where the real benefit comes in. And when you recover better, you train harder, more often, and ultimately, you get stronger. It's all connected. The faster your body bounces back, the less time you spend feeling stiff, sore, and drained. And the more time you spend pushing yourself in the gym. And at the end of the day, that's what leads to serious gains. It's not just about how hard you train, it's about how well you recover from that training. So, let's break it down. What actually happens when you step into a sauna? Well, the moment you walk in, your body goes into overdrive trying to cool itself down. Your heart rate increases, your blood vessels expand, and before you know it, you're sweating buckets. But here's the part most people don't realize. This reaction is actually similar to what happens during exercise. Your body isn't just sitting there doing nothing. It's actively working to keep you from overheating, and that process triggers some pretty interesting benefits. When you train, your body is under physical stress. When you sit in a sauna, your body is under heat stress. And while they're not the same thing, they share a common effect. Your body has to adapt. That adaptation is what leads to benefits like better blood circulation, improved endurance, and faster muscle recovery. Think of it like giving your body a different kind of workout, one that doesn't involve lifting weights but still forces your system to respond in a way that supports muscle growth. The more efficiently your body handles stress, the better it performs under pressure, whether that's pushing through a tough workout or recovering after one. Over time, this can actually make you more resilient, meaning your body can handle tougher training sessions without breaking down as easily. And that's huge, because the longer you can train hard without setbacks, the faster you'll see progress. Now, let's talk about blood flow. After a hard workout, your muscles are beaten up. They're full of tiny tears that need oxygen and nutrients to heal. The faster you get those nutrients delivered, the faster your muscles recover. And since sitting in a sauna expands your blood vessels and increases circulation, it's basically like hitting the fast forward button on your recovery process. Your heart rate also increases in response to the heat, almost like you're doing light cardio without even moving. That means more oxygen-rich blood gets sent to your muscles, helping clear out waste products like lactic acid, which can cause soreness. If you've ever woken up the day after an intense workout feeling stiff and sluggish, that's your body struggling to flush out the buildup of fatigue-causing byproducts. So, by boosting circulation with sauna use, you're essentially helping your body clean up the mess faster, meaning less stiffness and a quicker return to peak performance. That's why so many athletes swear by it. It's not just about feeling relaxed, it's about keeping your body in top condition so you can perform at your best. But that's just the beginning. Ever hear of heat shock proteins? They sound complicated, but they're actually pretty simple. When your body is exposed to high temperatures, it releases these proteins to help repair damaged muscle fibers. Think of them as your body's built-in recovery crew. They go in, clean up the damage, and make sure your muscles come back stronger. This is a big deal, because recovery is where actual muscle growth happens. You don't build muscle in the gym. You build it when your body repairs and adapts after your workout. And anything that speeds up that process, that's something worth paying attention to. If you found this helpful, hit that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe. Now, let's keep it real. Saunas aren't perfect, and they're not for everyone. There are some downsides you need to know. The biggest one, dehydration. If you're sweating buckets but not drinking enough water, you're going to feel wiped out. Dehydration can kill performance, slow recovery, and even mess with your muscle contractions. That's why proper hydration is absolutely non-negotiable if you're using a sauna regularly. If you're training hard, using a sauna, and not drinking enough water, you're sabotaging your own progress. A good rule of thumb is to drink at least 1 liter of water before and after your sauna session. And if you sweat excessively, you might want to add some electrolytes to replenish lost minerals. Without them, you risk feeling lightheaded, fatigued, and even experiencing muscle cramps that could carry over into your workouts. If you've ever felt that weird sluggishness after sitting in a sauna for too long, it's probably not the heat itself. It's dehydration hitting you like a brick wall. Another thing to watch out for? Fatigue. More isn't always better. If you overdo it, staying in too long, using it every day, you can actually make yourself more tired, not more recovered. That's why you should always use the sauna after your workout, not before. Sitting in a sauna before training can drain your energy and make you feel weaker before even touching a weight. The last thing you want is to step into a heavy squat session already feeling cooked from the heat. And it's not just about feeling tired. Too much heat exposure before lifting can actually impact your strength output, meaning you might not be able to push as much weight. Over time, that could slow down your progress instead of helping it. Think of it this way, saunas are like a recovery tool, not a performance booster. You wouldn't go for a deep tissue massage right before a heavy deadlift session, right? Same logic applies here. If you use the sauna at the right time, it can work for you, but if you use it wrong, it can work against you. And then there's the testosterone question. Some studies suggest that long-term heat exposure might cause a temporary dip in testosterone levels. But here's the thing. This only happens if you're overdoing it. If you're spending an hour a day, every day in the sauna, yeah, you might see a slight drop. But if you're using it smartly, 2 to 4 times a week for 15 to 20 minutes, the benefits far outweigh any minor downsides. The key is balance. Your body is constantly adapting to different stressors. And while heat stress can be beneficial in short bursts, too much of it without proper recovery can start working against you. That's why pro athletes and bodybuilders use saunas as a supplemental recovery tool, not a primary part of their routine. You don't need to live in the sauna to get the benefits. You just need to use it strategically. There's also the fact that testosterone levels fluctuate naturally throughout the day. Things like stress, poor sleep, and even diet can have a way bigger impact on testosterone than a few sauna sessions ever will. If you're really worried about hormone levels, focus on getting enough sleep, eating enough healthy fats, and managing stress, because those things play a much bigger role in long-term testosterone production. Plus, there's evidence that the reduction in cortisol, the stress hormone, from sauna use could actually help maintain a better testosterone balance. Less stress, better sleep, faster recovery. Sounds like a win. And if you still feel like sauna use is affecting your hormones negatively, just cut back a little. The great thing about this is that it's totally adjustable. You're not locked into some strict schedule, and you can tailor it to what works best for your body. At the end of the day, the sauna is just another tool in the toolbox, and like any tool, it's all about how you use it. Plus, let's talk about what better sleep actually means for your body. It's not just about feeling rested. It's about giving your muscles the best possible environment to grow and recover. When you hit deep sleep, your body goes into full repair mode, flooding your system with the hormones needed to rebuild muscle tissue. And if you're someone who struggles with winding down after a workout, adding a sauna session in the evening could be a total game changer. The heat relaxes your nervous system, lowers cortisol levels, and preps your body for a deeper, more restorative sleep. Ever notice how after a really good night's sleep, your workouts feel stronger and your muscles don't feel as stiff? That's because proper recovery doesn't just affect how you feel, it affects how you perform. And here's the thing, most people underestimate how much bad sleep holds them back. You could have the perfect training routine, be dialed in with your nutrition, but if your sleep is trash, your results will be too. Recovery isn't just about what happens in the gym, it's about what happens when you're resting. And since the sauna helps your body transition into sleep mode, it's like stacking another small advantage in your favor. 1% here, 1% there. It all adds up. This is why pro athletes are obsessed with recovery. It's not just about how hard you train, it's about how efficiently you recover from that training. And honestly, most people never reach their full potential because they only focus on the work and not enough on the repair process. If you're putting in the effort in the gym, why not do everything possible to make sure your body actually benefits from it? And remember, it's not about making huge drastic changes overnight. It's about those small tweaks that compound over time. Using a sauna isn't going to transform your body on its own, but when you combine it with consistent training, good nutrition, and quality sleep, it becomes another tool to help you recover faster and train more effectively.